Karen cut tornado siren wires. I showed up in a National Guard satellite command truck. What would you do if a storm was barreling toward your town, but someone deliberately silenced the warning sirens? In the sleepy Midwest town of Willow Creek, population 5,000, the spring air buzzed with unease. Dark clouds churned on the horizon, and the National Weather Service had issued a tornado watch. Residents like me, a volunteer storm spotter named Jake, were on edge, scanning the skies. But no one expected the chaos that unfolded not from the storm, but from a woman named Karen Whitaker, whose actions would spark outrage and a reckoning. Karen, a 40-something real estate agent with a penchant for drama, was notorious in Willow Creek. She'd once berated a barista for ruining her latte with oat milk instead of almond. But this time, her antics went beyond petty complaints. Karen lived near the town's main tornado siren, a federal signal modulator perched on a pole by the fire station. Its monthly tests, a piercing wail that echoed for miles, were a fact of life in tornado-prone Kansas. But Karen hated them. "They scare my Pomeranian princess," she'd rant on the town's Facebook group. "Why do we need these relics when we have phones?" That afternoon, as the sky turned an eerie green, Karen took matters into her own hands. Armed with bolt cutters from her garage, she marched to the siren pole, climbed the low fence, and snipped the power wires. A neighbor, old Mr. Jenkins, saw her from his porch and yelled, "Karen, what the hell are you doing?" She waved him off. "Mind your business, old man. I'm saving this town from noise pollution." She posted a selfie mid-act, captioned, "Taking back our peace. No more sirens." The post went viral in the town group, igniting a firestorm of comments. "Are you insane?" One user wrote. "There's a storm coming." Karen doubled down. "Phones are enough. Sirens are government overreach." Unbeknownst to Karen, the storm was upgrading fast. At 4:30 p.m., the National Weather Service issued a tornado warning for Willow Creek. A funnel cloud had been spotted 10 miles west, moving at 40 miles per hour. Normally, the siren would have blared its 3-minute wail, urging residents to take cover. But now it was silent. Most folks got the alert on their phones, but not everyone. Elderly residents without smartphones, like Mrs. Clara, who relied on the siren to know when to head to her basement, were left in the dark. So were the kids at the community center, where the overworked staff hadn't checked their phones. I was out in my truck, monitoring radar on my laptop, when I got a frantic call from my buddy Tom, a firefighter. "Jake, the siren's dead. Someone cut the wires." My heart sank. I knew the storm's path straight for downtown. I raced to the fire station, where Tom and the chief were scrambling. "We're sending trucks to warn people, but it's not enough," the chief said, sweat beading on his brow. That's when I made a call. I never thought I'd Makito my old National Guard unit. See, I'd served 8 years in the Guard, mostly in communications. My unit had a satellite command truck, a beast of a vehicle equipped with radios, radar, and a loudspeaker system that could wake the dead. It was stationed 20 miles away, but my former CO, Major Ruiz, owed me a favor. "Jake, you're lucky I'm on duty," he said. "I'll have it there in 15. True to his word, the truck rolled into Willow Creek at 5:05 p.m., its antennas glinting under the bruised sky. The funnel cloud was now 5 miles out. We parked in the town square, and I climbed into the truck's control station. Major Ruiz handed me the mic. "Make it count, Jake." I flipped on the loudspeaker, and my voice boomed. "This is a tornado warning for Willow Creek. Take cover now. Get to your basement or an interior room." We drove through the streets, repeating the message. People spilled out of homes and shops, some confused, others terrified. A young mom flagged us down, clutching her toddler. "I didn't know. My phone's dead." I pointed her to the community center's storm shelter. But then came the twist. As we looped back to Main Street, we spotted Karen, standing defiantly in her driveway, filming us with her phone. "You're scaring everyone for nothing," she shouted. "This is a hoax to control us." Couldn't believe it. The wind was howling, debris was starting to fly, and she was still at it. That's when Tom, who'd been tailing us in his fire truck, lost it. He jumped out and marched up to her. "Karen, you cut the siren. People could die because of you." Her face paled, but she didn't back down. "I have rights. You can't prove it was me." The argument was cut short by a roar like a freight train. The tornado was here. We dove for cover in the command truck as Karen sprinted into her house. The Twister, an EF2 with 120 miles per hour winds, tore through downtown, ripping roofs off the library and diner, shattering windows and flipping cars. Miraculously, no one died, thanks to our makeshift warning system and the quick work of first responders. But the damage was catastrophic. $3 million in losses, and dozens of homes uninhabitable. In the aftermath, Karen's selfie post came back to haunt her. Mr. Jenkins had snapped photos of her cutting the wires, and the town's security cameras caught her in the act. The sheriff arrested her for criminal mischief and reckless endangerment. At her hearing, Karen sobbed, claiming she didn't mean to hurt anyone and was just protecting Princess. The judge wasn't buying it. "Your actions put lives at risk," he said, sentencing her to 6 months in jail and $10,000 in restitution to cover siren repairs. The town erupted in cheers when the verdict was read. Karen's real estate business tanked, and her "No More Sirens" hashtag became a local meme, mocked mercilessly online. But the story didn't end there. At a town hall meeting a week later, a surprise guest spoke up. Mrs. Clara, the 80-year-old widow who'd nearly been caught unaware. Trembling but resolute, she addressed the crowd. "I lost my husband to a tornado in '92. That siren saved me then. This time it was Jake and that guard truck." She turned to me, tears in her eyes. "You're our hero." The room stood and clapped, and I'll admit I choked up. Clara's words shifted the town's focus from anger at Karen to gratitude for community resilience. Willow Creek rebuilt, stronger than before. The siren was repaired, and the town invested in backup systems, like text alerts and a new NOAA weather radio program. Karen, released after 4 months for good behavior, moved away, her name synonymous with selfishness. As for me, I kept storm spotting, but now with a nickname, Satellite Jake. The guard truck became a local legend, parked at the county fair for kids to climb on. This story isn't just about one woman's folly, it's about how communities pull together when the stakes are highest. Karen thought she could silence a town, but she underestimated its spirit. What do you think? Did Karen deserve her fate, or was she just misguided? Share your thoughts below.